Hey there everybody, and welcome to Jungle Yoga. My name is Hanna and I'm so excited because my jungle buddy Felix and my other jungle buddy Baloo are here to help us on our journey through the yoga jungle. I'm even wearing my favorite jungle pants. I hope you have something fun to wear as well. Go get yourself in those fun jungle pants, take out your yoga mat or a beach towel, and we'll meet you for our adventure through the trees. Alright everybody, so like all good adventures, it's a really great idea to start off slow and calm. So we're going to start by sitting on a lily pad in the middle of a pond. You can choose to sit on your lily pad just like I am now. I've got my knees bent and I'm sitting here on my feet. But if you want your lily pad to be much bigger so you've got lots of space, then take your hands forward and swing your feet off to the sides. And then sit back down so that your booty is in between the heels of your feet. Now, if like me, your froggy legs are a little chunky, you might want to come up and move. Oh, bye Felix. Move your legs out to the side. You're gonna sit here. Okay. Okay, Felix loves the water, so it makes sense that he wants to be right in the pond. So sitting here nice and calmly, you can rest your hands on your frog legs, or you can maybe bring your hands together in front of your heart. Close your eyes here for just a minute and see if you can hear all the sounds of the jungle around you. Can you hear the birds chirping? Maybe you hear monkeys squawking, or maybe you hear all sorts of other sounds around you. But one of the best things about sitting here calmly on our lily pad is even though we can hear all of those sounds, we're not distracted. We stay calm, we stay soft. Take a few more deep breaths here. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. 2 more, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take 1 more breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And then slowly open your eyes. You can release your hands down if they were at your heart. And then to come off of our lily pad, we're going to take our hands forward. Watch out for your pets. And swing around onto all 4s. All right. So Felix is out of the water now. He needs to go dry off in the jungle. We'll see him a bit later. Okay, so from our hands and knees position, we're going to take the right leg back behind us. All right, and then the opposite foot, we want to swing over to the side just a little bit. Pretend like that's a branch that grew up in the wrong direction. And then start to roll on to the inside of your foot as you reach the same arm all the way up to the sky. So here, we look something like a fallen tree. And if you've ever been in the forest or the jungle, you'll see that lots of trees have maybe been in a storm and they've fallen over. But even though they're over on their sides, they're still really strong. So really extend your arm up to the sky like it's not going to be moved by the wind. And same with your back leg, really push into the foot so your leg is super strong like a tree branch. Nice, take a deep breath in here. Breathe out. Maybe you stay here, or you can test your balance by floating your foot away from the earth. Yes. Take a big smile here. Beautiful. And then very slowly, if your foot is lifted, take it all the way back down. Take your hand down to the floor, and we'll meet again in all 4 position. Hands and knees. Beautiful. All right, let's be fallen trees on the other side. So take the left leg back behind you now. Beautiful. Start to roll onto the inside of the foot as you take the same arm up to the sky. Remember, your branches are really strong here. So press your hand into the floor and really stiffen up that arm. And then press the other hand up to the sky, stiffen up that arm as well. And now can you stiffen up your leg so you're this very strong, big tree that fell down in a big storm one day. But that's okay. We're not worried about it because those trees make homes for all the small animals that live on the ground. All right, you can test your balance here by floating your foot away from the earth, but still keep your leg really, really strong. Smile, take one more big breath in. And then as you exhale, drop the foot down, take the hand back down to the floor, come back onto all fours. Beautiful. All right, and then from here, tuck your toes underneath you, walk your hands back, and we'll hop up into standing. All right, let's walk to the top of our mat, and here we're going to turn ourselves into trees. So it might be a nice idea for you to face the short edge of your mat, but I'm going to turn to face you for this one. All right, so we're going to turn ourselves into a big, tall pine tree. So already here, start to press down into your feet and get really tall, like a big, strong pine tree. Nice. Okay, now press one foot strongly down into the floor because we're going to lift the other foot away and then bring the foot into the leg. So your foot can come in the middle, down the bottom, or all the way up to the top. So just take your branch into the tree stump, wherever it goes best for you, that you can stay strong and tall. And then maybe you want to bring your hand or your top branches in towards your heart. Nice. Keep pressing down into your trunk so you're really strong here. And then maybe your branches start to grow up to the sky. Stay really tall. Whoa. Baloo's like, this is too shady for me. I need the sun. All right, Baloo, see you later. Take one more big breath in, and then slowly, if your branches grew, take them back together in front of your heart. All right, now the rest of you are facing the front, so I'm going to turn to face the front here. And now we're going to try and keep our balance as we take our foot away from our leg and step it way back behind us and come and turn ourselves into a giant oak tree. So spread your branches really wide, spread your legs really wide, bend through your front knee but straighten through your back trunk. Yes, so we're still really strong and tall. Our branches are broad, so lift up your chest, take a deep breath in, and then breathe out as you sink a little deeper into the soil. Nice. Oak trees are some of my favorite trees in the whole world. They're so big, and they house so many birds and animals and squirrels and mice. And then their leaves are so big, so spread your fingers really wide so you can give shade to someone underneath that's reading a book. All right, now it's very rare that an oak tree will fall down. So we're not turning ourselves from oaks into fallen oak trees. Instead, we're going to move into a different kind of tree from here. Keep your branches really strong, especially your arm branches. Take a deep breath in, and then look forward towards your bent knee. And now start to step your back foot up. Nice. And now we're going to tip over and become willow trees. So keep bending into your front knee and then reaching your branches all the way down to the floor as you float your leg up to the sky. So I don't know if you've ever seen a willow tree, but their branches reach down towards the water like they're taking a drink. Nice, so we've got one branch reaching down, we've got another branch reaching up, and we've got another one reaching all the way back behind us. Take one more big breath in. And as you breathe out, bend through your front leg and then slowly come back down into that oak tree. All right, now straighten both legs. Turn your toes forward, so big toes point forward, and now point the opposite leg in the other direction and bend into your opposite knee. Okay, So we were a big oak tree before. Can you think of another tree that's like an oak that's really big and wide and can house so many animals? Yeah, have you thought of one? One of my favorites is a maple tree, mostly because they can make us maple syrup, and I love having maple syrup on pancakes. All right, spread your branches wide. Spread your leaves wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend a little bit deeper. Nice. All right, let's turn ourselves back into that willow tree. So slowly step your back foot in and start to bend into your knee as you float the hand down to the floor. You can reach for the floor and stay right here, or see if you can balance, lifting the opposite foot up to the sky. Yes, don't forget to smile. Full breath in here. Full breath out. Nice, and then slowly rebend the knee and timber, and come back down. Great, straighten through both legs. Take your hands to your waist this time. Turn your big toes forward. Beautiful. All right, so do you remember what leg you balanced on? For me, it was the leg that's towards the back of the mat. So here, let's step that foot in, and then see if you can lift your opposite foot into your leg, anywhere. You can go at the top, in the middle, you can go all the way down the bottom, and we turn ourselves into pine trees again. Take your hands together at your heart, and then reach all the way up, so you really look like a pointy pine tree. I had a tree like this in my backyard when I was a kid. We used to call it rocket tree. So see if you can really try to shoot your rocket up to the sky. Yes, and it's okay if you fall over. Just try and get back into your big rocket tree shape. One more big breath in here. And then slowly let your rocket tree land back to earth. Come back to stand. Nice. Oh, shake out your leaves. All right, step your feet wide. Point your toes out to the side. So we've had a good walk through the jungle, seen all the trees, and now we're gonna get down low. So bend your knees, and let's turn ourselves into a little bush. And this is the bush that all the tiny birds wanna live in, and all the bugs, ladybugs and butterflies and ants. So turn yourself into a bush. Here I've got my elbows into my knees so I can still grow my trunk really tall. So even though a bush has leaves going in every direction, it still has this strong, stable trunk right at the bottom where it starts to shoot out of the ground. Yeah. All right, let's close our eyes here for just one more minute. Again, notice all the sounds around you, the sounds of the forest or the jungle. Take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Nice. And then open your eyes. Take your hands down and come back onto all fours. Just gonna stay here for a little second before we turn ourselves into crazy vines. So again, I'm gonna take my right knee forward, and then I'm gonna swing my right foot to the opposite side. And then my left leg is gonna come behind my right knee and swing that foot off to the other side. So my legs are already tangled up like vines, and then slowly I'm gonna sit back down onto my booty. All right, so rearrange yourself so you feel comfy. You've got one leg on top with that foot pointing in the opposite direction, and then another leg on the bottom, and that foot points in the opposite direction. So we're all tangled up like crazy vines. Ah! And then let's get even crazier in this vine. So whatever leg is on top, take that same arm up to the sky, and now bend the elbow behind you. Take the opposite arm out to the side, flip your hand behind you, bend the elbow, and maybe you can reach for your vine at the top and at the bottom. And if you can't, no problem. Grab a hold of your t-shirt or your hair or whatever is back there that the vine can grow on. Take another deep breath in as you sit up tall. And as you breathe out, can you send your vines back behind you? Ooh, yes. Take another full breath in. And as you breathe out, lean to one side. Ooh. And then come back to center and lean to the other side. Woo! And come back to center. Take another deep breath in. And then exhale, start to unravel your top vines. All right. And now we're going to take it onto the other side, but I have the best, most fun way to untangle and retangle back into another viney tree. All right, but you got to trust me. You ready? Take your hands forward and press into your feet so you can lift up. All right, and then start to go towards your top leg. So whatever direction that foot is in, start to walk towards that foot and then keep going, keep going. Start to walk around in a circle, all the way back to the front, and sit back down. Like magic, magic vine. So now my other leg is on top and my first leg is on the bottom. Whew, that was confusing. But vines are very confusing. Who knows where they are, where they start, where they end. Now take, again, whatever leg you've got on top, same arm reaches up to the sky and then bend the elbow. Take your opposite arm out to the side, flip the hand behind you, bend the elbow and see if you can reach for your top hand. And again, if you can't, no problem. Grab a hold of your t-shirt or maybe your hair and then pull your elbows back behind you as you sit up really tall in this crazy, messed up, tangled vines going in every direction. Take another big breath in and lean to one side. Whew. Come back to center and lean over to the other side. Yeah. Come back to center, take an inhale. And then as you breathe out, release your arms, your vines, and then take your vines down by the side, lean back, untangle your leg vines, and come into a comfortable seat, whatever you want to choose. So I'm going to sit cross-legged this time. You can come back onto your knees or back onto that lily pad if you prefer. And then sit up really tall. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out of your nose. Take your branches back together in front of your heart. Bring a big smile to your face. Thank you so much for your trip through the jungle with me. I hope you had fun. I had such a great time. And now I've got to go find where Felix and Baloo went because they're lost somewhere in the jungle. Have a great day. Namaste.